super sorry. I apologize. I get down on my knees for you. I am so sorry I have not made more videos, and especially all you peeps who are like, I was following along and making all these cool donuts and patterns, and you left me. Just like my father. Then he started that restaurant chain, and I've never seen him since. I'm sorry. I've been super busy with work, and I have made 3 videos that I hated. I absolutely hated how they turned out. So I deleted them to the depths of the cyberspace. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the basics and we'll work back up. I guess I kind of try to do something that I was like, I'm super knowledgeable in photography, and then I was like, I don't like how I explain this. It's too complicated for layman's, and I don't want to be too complicated. That's not the point of this channel. Anyways, shut up, Alex. You're not here for any of that. You're here to learn how to design. And this week, we got some wicked cool stuff coming out for you. We are going to be designing, you and me, that's right, wizards. What? Wizards. What kind of wizards, Alex? Like, Mickey Mouse wizard? Like, bippity boppity boo, clean up the, basement cellar? No. These wizards are inspired by a very popular book that's out. You might know it, rhymes with Schmerry Schmotter. But yeah, I figured it'd be fun to kind of do a variation of just characters that have no legally trademarked insulting ways that they're related. So please don't sue me, Disney, or whoever owns you. But yeah, so we're going to avoid proper names and things like that in this video and just talk about the wizarding world that is Schmerry Schmotter. So let's get over to it. I've got a circle going on. For those of you who don't know how to draw a circle, you start at the top and go around. Just kidding. Over here, underneath your rectangle tool, it might look like this. You're going to want to get your ellipse tool out. You can also use a keyboard command. Jeez, my language. Keyboard command L, and holding shift, you can drag. And the reason why we hold shift is it gives us a perfect circle, not like the band, though. So now we've got this perfect circle. Oop, put that back in the fly menu. There we go. And bam. So now we're going to click on it, give it some color. So I've got swatches over here. You're probably looking at this going, man, my swatches aren't that big. How do I do that? It's by clicking here, you can click on large thumbnail view, which just gets this all set up pretty. So now we've got this. This is one of the default colors, and it is the skin color. It is the perfect skin color. Not this color, but this color, which is the same, but I'll explain what I mean. If you come over here, double click on it, it opens up this flyout menu. And you can, adjust the intensity. And every, from Middle Eastern to a ghost is here, skin color. And I don't mean to be offensive if somehow that offended someone in some small way. So this has half the population of Earth is right here. The other half you do have to change color. But if we just drag down to a nice pasty, there we go, nice pasty, kind of orangey look, that gives us a nice fun color. So we've got this head, and I want to design these guys to be irresistibly cute. I want people to have to go to their dentist because these make their teeth hurt because they're just so sweet. Yeah, I totally set myself up for that. Anyways, yeah, I want to do that, and that's what I'm going to do. So how do we do that? Well, not with a perfect circle, you dork. You need to make this a little bit more of an ellipse. So something like that. Maybe a little taller. That's a good base for the head we're trying to go for. Now we're going to come in with our direct select tool, A on your shortcut command, and it'll fly open these handles. And we're just going to kind of adjust up and down. I still want to have it have a little bit remnant that this could have maybe somehow been hand-drawn with really fat markers or something. So that's why I'm not trying to keep it perfect. So I think that is our basic head shape. And because I'm going to be designing more than one, I'm just going to flick the head over there. So I can start with the same kind of style head and keep them, similarly looking for these non trademark infringing characters. Let's go ahead and start with the eyes. The eyes have it. We're going to just give them a little nice big old round eyes. And I don't think we want now you notice, obviously, because you're watching this, there's a stroke on the outside. I don't know if these guys are going to have strokes or not. Hopefully not. It's a horrible way to go. Just, God, I am full of bad jokes. But stroke being this black line, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I think I will. I think I'll give them a nice, make that a little thicker. I think cute things, yeah. So the eyes, probably not. So let's nix the eyes using Control Shift X. Nope, just Shift X. I lied. That'll flip these two colors around. You can also just click here to swap the colors from the stroke to the background. And then we're gonna click this and get rid of the stroke. So now we've got these nice eyes. Maybe not. I don't know. What if we did do that? It's the fun part of this, is you get to mess around. I did not mean to do no fill. I meant to do white. And maybe not as thick. Bring that down. Yeah, we can mess with that. We'll see what that does. Yeah, make the whole thing a little bigger, easier to work on. I just don't like this oval shape. I think I want something more like the head. What if we do that? Let's alt drag the head. And then using Shift, we're going to rotate it, because Shift rotates in 45-degree angles, so we'll rotate it 90, and then bring it down. Are these cute eyeballs? I think it's a better start. Yeah. So we're using the same shape for the head as we are for the eyes. Boom. Got some eyeballs. Next, let's give them a little kawaii mouth, and how I like to do that is literally just draw a circle, come back up to the A tool, select the top, and you can remove it, which will allow it to stay connected, and you can do something like that, or you can choose to just click on the point and delete it with the delete key, and no fill, and you can just have a nice smiley face going on there. Maybe increase the stroke to like a 2, a little too much raccoon, maybe somewhere in between, so like a 1.5. And then I don't know, I kind of of course I'm using Control Z. Maybe we did want to do that. I kind of liked him with his little mouth open. We just remove that. It gives him kind of like a, hey, what's up, other wizards? What are you doing at Schmogmort? I don't schmo. Yeah, cool. And I, for no particular reason, I'm just gonna maybe give him green eyes. Like emeralds. Emeralds are pretty eyes. My mother has green eyes. She has like a green hazel eye looking thing. Nah. We're gonna try something different. Maybe I want these eyes to be huge, but I don't want them to spill out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw ins. We're gonna copy. So Control C the shape once it's selected. And down here we've got draw inside. So we're gonna switch to that mode. It adds these little marching ant lines, and then I'm gonna hit Control V. And although nothing looks like it's changed, it did. It added a one right on top of it, and now I changed the color to green. And yeah, those are kind of cute, right? Oh, what's up? Maybe this back one shouldn't be pure white. We give it like a slight off color. Nah, pure white was fine. Yeah, I can dig that. Maybe make the insides a little bigger. Yeah, that looks less creepy. Take this, alt drag, copy. There we go. I don't know about these strokes still. Oh, we got rid of them. Nope, that's not what I meant. Yeah, it definitely needs some kind of separation, but I don't know. I don't know if I like this. Not lighter. Maybe it's the way the line is. Maybe give it some little flavor. So what I'm doing up here is changing the way the line looks, which is just changing the width. You can manually do this, and I think I kind of went over it in another one of my videos. So here's a line, and you can see the stroke. You're not seeing the fill color because there's nothing to, it can't fill over the stroke, but it does try. So if we add a squiggle, obviously it's going to make the line into that shape, and then to increase the, you know, like the exaggerate it a little, you increase the stroke points. But if you want to do this manually, you come over here to this little like ghost with arms looking icon. It's the width tool, but I like to imagine it's a little ghost with like robot arms. And you can see these points along the way, and if you highlight over him and click, you can change the width. So this is how you would manually do that. So what that looks like over here is like, you know, come in, and you can just click anywhere and just start goofing around, but I don't like that on the head. But I do like it on the eyes. It makes the eyes look a little more. Yeah, it might not be too bad. I think maybe what I'm disliking is the stark contrast of this. Yeah. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. It's all about just exploring it. I don't know what this little guy's gonna look like. Do you like that? Yeah. I think that's better. Alright. So I can make everything look like this. I'm gonna just click here and drag it over to my swatches. And we'll put it right there. So now I've got this color, so I can come in, and what I'll do is I'll click here, select, and what we want same stroke color. So now it's selected everything that has the exact same stroke color as it does. Just by clicking there, I've changed them all in one foul swoop, saving me tons of time. So that is a super useful trick. And I'll do it one more time just to kind of show you. You come on in, you hit select, same, and here you can choose what attribute needs to be the same as what you have selected to go through your artwork and select others that are similar. So opacity, so if you have everything set at like 70% opacity, you could come in and click that and jump them all up to 80 or drop them. How thick the lines are, the color, tons of different things. And had we had, you know, some like appearance attributes or graphic styles involved into this, it could also pick off of that. So that is kind of cool, right guys? Yes, Alex, that is kind of cool because they can't talk to you. So we're just going to make everything that color. Sweet. Another easy way is highlight everything and click that, and it also works. So, you know, pick your poison. Cool. Maybe the mouth needs... Yeah, no. I like the mouth like that. Okay, so we've got that. We're still not sold on the open mouth. Let's close the mouth. Let's just keep it simple. So how we're going to do that... So I'm going to just reshoot your, I could either just redraw the mouth and delete the point, but I'll show you another tool just for the sake of learning. Come in with your A tool, and you can either click, right click, and select it again. There's join, average. Nope, that's not how you do it. Okay, so you do have to use the tool. What you're going to want to do is grab yourself the cut tool, which is scissors for C. I call it the cut tool because it's a lot easier to remember. You're just going to click on these anchor points with it, And that now has literally cut those points, so they're two separate items at those spots. And we can come back and go that way, and it saves us from having to remake it. I don't like how these end flat, so how we're going to fix that is take your selection tool, select, click on stroke, and make the caps rounded. You know, it's a small detail. Probably would never notice depending on how big you print this guy. But now we've got that, and maybe we want to make that curve a little softer, so we'll click on the bottom point, kind of bring it up a little. Maybe adjust these handles slightly. Super cool. Alright, killing it. These eyes are a little too green. I realize that now. Still too green. There we go. I'm going for muted tones with this. Alright, so now we've got this. To now, for it to be cute, everyone knows your eyes can't be where they should. They have to go lower on your face. And to be cute, everyone knows the mouth needs to be lower. And small mouths are adorable. Big mouths are weird. Right, guys? Yeah. I have a big mouth. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is give him some hair. And first I'm going to give him like the majority of his hair. So we're going to come around. My fictional character has unruly hair that maybe he got from one of his parents. Maybe it has magical properties where, like, if you cut it, it grows back. And it's just a pain in the butt for everyone involved. Bring this point in a little. I'm going to change the color just so I can see what I'm working with. Alright, come back here. And then, maybe a little swoop. Comes up like that. I realize this is horrible, but I'm just trying to get the basic dots made of where it would go, and then I'm going to come in and fix it. It's in my head, it makes sense. And that's all that matters, guys. I don't care if it makes sense to you. How am I breaking these points so that they don't stay rounded? Someone just asked in my imaginary audience. How I do that is I bring down the point, and now I'm going to break this point by once it's placed, and I can adjust it once I click by holding space. Allows me to move the point. We're going to move it right about there. Holding Alt will crack that point. So now this one is articulated on by itself, and I can draw that up there and give my boy a head of hair. Now I don't like these sharp points, so we're going to again come in, stroke, and now the corners are smooth. Look at that. Look at that. So this is a cool feature that I was trying to explain earlier. Now the newer Creative Suite has what's called like live rounding edges. Wherever it recognizes there's a corner, you can click on these little handholds and push and pull, and it will adjust the corners, which is just the most dandiest thing that has ever existed. So that's kind of cool. Let's give this hair a little bit more of an adult look and not like a 4-year-old kid who didn't know how to use Illustrator, because we are older than 4, but maybe we still don't know how to use Illustrator. The difference is we fix our mistakes. What do we learn, Master Wayne, from our mistakes? To get back up on the horse. I probably butchered that. I don't like that I've got 2 points here, so I'm just going to remove one and then take that anchor handle and bring that out. Want his hair to come down a little. that. No, that's not too bad. Did these not join? Is that why? Way to go, you idiot. No, they joined. Never mind. So we're going to take the hair. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull it off and kind of just lazily do this. And then I'm going to take this and highlight all these points except for the top one. And I just don't want to select any of his head points. So we haven't. Now I'm going to use a down arrow. Make it come down a little. And then plop that back on his head. Let's come along. Something's going on up here. I don't like these 2 points. So we're going to remove one. And do the same thing we did before by dragging out the second handle to smooth it out. Got a bit of a bump head. There you go. Alright, so this side's looking kind of getting there. I kind of like these swoops, how they kind of like come up and then anchor down like a tuft of hair. Comes up. This one probably could be a little more defined, so pull it out. This is a weird spot. Probably could get rid of this point altogether. And our fictional character probably has his hairs in his eyes a little from time to time. Try and make this swoop go this way. I don't know if that's going to be something we can do. Yeah. I need another point, that's what I'm missing. So we're going to go back to the pen tool, and since it's selected, we can just drop a point in. And we'll move that guy back up. Sorry for the rude interruption. It's my cell phone. So something like that. That gives us a little bit of unruly hair. And maybe want to give him a little bit up top too. What we'll do is just kind of click in here. Give him a little tough. Maybe make that a little smaller. Duplicate, right click, transform, reflect, vertical. So now we've got one over here. And these little cowlicks. And maybe yeah, it's not too bad. Same thing, transform, reflect, which is just going to reflect it over the center. Then highlight it all. Come over to your, not his face, just the hair. Highlight just your hair. Come to Pathfinder, and unite all, and that makes it all one shape. Seems like we missed a little bit here, and we can fix that just by coming with direct select tool and delete, delete. Now we've got a full shape there. Sorry for the phone, I, like an amateur, didn't mute it. Way to go. Now nobody's gonna watch your YouTube videos. Now you're not gonna get fed tonight because Kayla's a slave driver. Oh God. Yeah, so I think that's not too bad. Maybe he's got some kind of deformative birthmark, like some kind of like V for a piece of slice. What about an N? A backwards N. All we have to do is, again, stroke, rounded corners. We'll make it, you know, light. It's just some kind of light birthmark. We don't want people to feel, you know, gotta get everyone involved. So having a birthmark, I had a birthmark on my forehead. I had like a red, you know, thing. So, but since it's kind of made after me and my forehead birthmark, I wear glasses, so let's give him some glasses. So we'll put this behind the hair. Bring it in right there. And maybe they're black, because I have black glasses. No fill. I actually don't like black. Let's do, what's next to black? Look at dark gray. Dark grays are good. Yeah, kind of got a little thicker glasses. And Control-C, Control-V. I'm going to remake the eyeball. We're going to delete the inside. And just increase the shape a little. We'll make it match this. I actually need new glasses. Mine are getting a little old. So we got that. Maybe make them a little thicker. Maybe not. Dim is cute. Just kind of take these two, drag them over, using Alt to duplicate, transform, reflect. Move these parts. Yeah. We'll come in, use the direct select tool, grab this, tuck it behind the hair. Give him a little bridge between the two glasses. And I was a bit of a nerd, so we'll wrap some tape on it. So I'll do that with this guy. We'll just make it like a again, great color for light bandages or things. And we'll make the outside just a little more like tape looking. That's not bad, but we want to make sure it's arced, so we can go to Effect, Warp, and add an arc, and it will arc the shape for us. I'm going to bring it down just a little. So now we've got our nerd. Look at that nerd. That was me growing up. Forehead, birthmark, and all. And that stroke on the outside of the face actually ended up being almost like a nice shadow to give him a little dimension, which, you know, it is what it is. So now let's start grouping things together. So I'm going to group these grasses together using Control-G. We're going to group the two eyeballs together. using Control G. And now we're going to highlight everything and click this middle one, and that lines everything up in the center. I guess we can move these glasses over. Grab the end over here, tuck that under the hair. I'm going to click on the glasses that we grouped together using Control left bracket to push the glasses under the hair, because that, remember, everything is in a layer. And does he need a nose? I didn't even think about that. Give him a little cute little. Like button nose. No, it's not super cute. You won't make it the same color as the mouth. I don't know. I think the nose is a little too much. I think he's cute without it. Yeah, cute without the nose. Alright, so we got this version of my childhood self. Let's take the hair, bring it to the front ground, tuck my birthmark up into my hairline. It's actually just a strand of hair. It's not even a birthmark at this point. Yeah, maybe I don't know, maybe I'll come in and do some highlights in a second, but we've got that, so let's give him, you know, he's a wizard. You know, all wizards deserve a robe, which is a standard issue for all wizards ever. So we'll just come in. X. Selecting your shape, Control Shift left bracket to push it to the back. Like this, we're going to make the stroke bigger. We're going to make, using X, we can swap between what the fill color or the stroke color. We want the stroke to be lighter. We'll make sure the stroke has all that good stuff, rounded good. And I don't know, maybe he's not so tall. Big heads on tiny bodies is cute, guys. I'm just letting you know. I'm trying to teach you guys what cute is, because it can be difficult for some of us to always design cute things. No names. So yeah, then we give him little armies. Where did Napoleon put his... Oh, what did Napoleon keep in his sleeveys? His armies. Yep. Left bracket. Just tuck that behind there. Whoop. No Cortana. Bad. Come in here with the direct select tool. Oh man, that is such a sweet new feature. Like that's awesome that it auto figures that out. That's why they make money over at Adobe and have such expensive software. Look at that. Just instantly knew what I wanted. Does it work in this one? Oh my Lanta. Oh, if you don't have this latest version, you are not living life. That just made it so easy to round a corner. What? Oh, that's disgusting. I feel like I've wasted years of my life for that, waiting for this moment. I'm a little grossed out with myself for that. That's amazing. Why did I not upgrade sooner? I just ignored it. Make him a little taller. Bring the butt a little. There we go. Maybe the stroke's just a little too much. A little too thick. Or maybe it just... make it wobbly. Yeah, wobbly's better. And then maybe give him a little necktie. So we'll come in here. Make it so the cloak kind of comes in. And make it switch, make it white. Under the head, there we go. And then we want to make it wobbly too. And something. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, no, that's good. Make it what? Maybe like a maroon. Maroon's my favorite color. Honeysuckle yellow kind of look. Yeah, I think I will do that. We're going to take this shape, we're going to bring it with our pen tool and make it a closed shape. And the reason why we can do that is we're going to Control X, which is cut, click on the shape and draw inside, repaste it, and now we can just finish designing, you know, the rest of the tie. Or you know what? Maybe not. Maybe he'll look cute if it just stuck out. God, there's so many options when it comes to this kind of stuff. You know? You know what I mean? Yeah, let's back up. Let's build the tie outside, and then if we need, we'll copy and paste it inside. Because I think if we made like a cute little fat tie. I'm just going to Alt, drag, click, right click, transform, reflect. Honestly, by now I should just make that a shortcut, considering how much I use it. Okay, so we're going to join just the bottom. So selecting the left point and the right point, we're going to right click and just click join. And that puts the two bad boys together. Oop. And we want to just line these two up. Bring that to the front. Do the same thing. That. And then we're going to want to draw inside of this one. Holding Shift. Okay, I'll explain this because this is a kind of cool trick. So we're going to click, we're drawing inside, point, and we're going to draw a point outside the widest part of the tie, guys. So you can use these lines to kind of help you. And then just come over here to the outside, up a little, holding Shift and click. It's going to draw a perfect 45-degree line. We don't want any inside. Not that it matters, you won't see it on the back, but now we can take this. Whoop. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So we just lost where that was, but don't fret not. If you hit Control Y, it will show you the wireframes of all the shapes. So now we can come in with our direct select tool, and even though we can't see it, we should be able to click on this path. We should. Oh man. It's got to, okay. Coming back, hit Control Y to bring it back. If you click on the tie, you can right click and then release clipping mask. And because what you've done when you draw inside is you're making a clipping mask, meaning everything that is outside of the shape is clipped. That's technically what you're doing there. So we're going to release the clipping mask. We're going to select this point. I'll show you the other way to do this, which is probably easier, and I don't know why I didn't do it this way to make your lives easier to start with. So we're going to give them maybe like a 1.25 thickness. I think that looks good. And then we're going to drag Alt, come down. That looks good. Now I'm going to just hit Control D. And that will repeat the last thing I did. Now we're going to highlight all of these. We're going to highlight the background. We're going to hit Control C, Control F, which Control C copies the shape, Control F pastes it directly in front of the shape. So there's two copies here. Now we're going to hit Control Shift right bracket, bring that bad boy to the front. Now we're going to select all these things that are falling outside and this shape on top in Control 7. Control 7 makes it a clipping mask, aka I just did it backwards from what I was trying to show you, where we worked inside of it the whole time. This way, you know, we drew our shapes, could get them how we wanted them, and then threw them in there. So yeah. And now we can come in, maybe delete these. Just make these thicker. Maybe not so busy of a tie. That. Maybe something like that. I think that's cuter. I think these colors are a little too strong though. So we're going to come in. We're going to go select, same, let's say stroke. Are these two different yellows? That might be why. Nope, there we go. Select same stroke color. Make sure stroke is on top. Swatches. Let's come over here. A little too dim. Like almost like a goldenrod. That looks good. There we go. And got a cute little tie. Move them down just a smidgen. There, I want to show that little corner of red. Then, yeah. Highlight both the ties. Maybe. Oh, isn't he adorable? Oh, you know what he's missing? He needs little hands. I don't want to get too complicated, so we're just going to give him like little nubbins. And copy his face color. And come in, make it wiggly wobbly. No, yeah. Thinner. Right click, or shift control left bracket. Bam! And he needs some kind of magical casting device. So we're going to make him hold a TV antenna that's rusted. So, nice. What's a good rust kind of color? In as we all know, we're going to use that width tool I was telling you about. Come down here, make it a little wider. And we're going to want to round the edges, make it maybe. Yeah, that's cute. And like all good, you know, his magical power is electricity, so we're going to come around here. You don't want a fill color. Maybe like blue electric, right? Isn't that the name of a Gatorade drink? Maybe give a little lighter. Something like that. Maybe come up here. You got this cool star tool. Now, if you hold, so I'm using Shift to make the star, and if you hold Alt, you can change how pointy the star is. And so I want these kind of like softer stars in yellow, and we want to make sure that the star has rounded everything, and flop it like there. Yeah, we'll keep that, and we'll make the inside that color. So I'm gonna click on the tie real quick on the bulb. We're gonna drag these colors over here just so we can use them later. That way, you know, because you need a good color theme, and so as part of that, we'll just come in with that. We make the inside a nice red. Like that. And I think it might have controlled, yep, I control Z'd, so it was harsh. And we'll give it a little stars. Come out of his little magic TV antenna, not wand. Come on, guys. Be reasonable. Yeah. Maybe get it like another wispy thing using I to copy the same style. Now that's a note, when you do copy styles, so like if I clicked here, use the eyedropper tool and steal this formatting, it will not apply the width to it. You do is left click, put that back there, and we got ourselves, you know, maybe a third star. 3 is a very important kind of number. And something like that. We got ourselves a little schmizzard for Schmerry Schmotter. I think he's super cute. What do you guys think? Super cute? Like up if you think it's super cute. Like down if you're Hitler. Leave in a comment if you don't like it, I guess. Yeah, and then doing that to his hair just gives it a little bit of fluffiness. And, yeah. I think we've got ourselves a cute little thing. And he's, obviously, we don't need any legs, because robes go all the way to the ground. So we just made a super cute little character. Alright. Do that for, you know, his friends, because nobody is lonely at our TV repair wizard school, where they use broken antennas as casting devices, and the headmaster, Schmumbleshmore, who is a giant, he has a black beard, but because he eats so many s'mores, is what his name is, his beard is white. Isn't that weird? Like, a little white, cute beard because of all those sticky s'mores, because his name is Schmumbleshmores. And maybe there's some redheaded friends, because those are outcasts, and everyone roots for, like, a redheaded stepchild, so maybe we'll do a few of those. And a girl with, like, crazy hair who just, you know, can't comb it. And maybe we'll do like a giant, because giants are humans, just bigger. And it'll just be a big, hairy, monster-looking, friendly guy who lives out on the edge of the trash junk TV repair station. Yep. And these kids, in order to live at the TV repair station, they have to use brooms to sweep, just like in, The Apprentice, which Mickey Mouse, where he makes them all sweep and they break apart and he loses control because he wasn't supposed to do it. So, yeah, something like that. Yup. That's what this is. Beep, pew. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, that's obviously my process, and you could kind of follow along and make your own and do it as I'm doing it. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. That's just one way. So keep up the good work. I promise it gets easier. It does. And if you don't have the new version of Illustrator, I feel bad for you, son, because that is one less problem. I'm down to 98 problems now because of that cool corner thing. But if you don't have that, there is an easy way to do that. All my other videos, I go through the process of taking a corner and turning it into a rounded point. This just makes it like, whoa, way too easy. So that's really cool. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, because that helps me directly, like absolutely helps me. Even if you never watch another video of mine and just ignore me for the rest of your life, and even though I'll desperately try calling and getting your attention, you just keep leaving me alone until there's a restraining order, please just keep subscribing, because that's so cool, because you're a cool person, and I'm obviously creepy in this scenario, so I'm going to stop. So, yeah, I promise I'll try not to just do Design with Me's. I have a couple new ideas that I think you guys will like, so I just have to film those, and hopefully I don't hate them, and then you guys can see them. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.